Welcome to the Lead Pedal Podcast with your host Bruce Outridge, where he talks all things trucking. Now let's get rolling.
Hey, how's everybody doing today? Welcome to the new year. That's right, tomorrow is the big day, and we will be starting off with the new year and lots of things. We're going to tell you some of the changes we've got coming up for 2026. But right now, let's talk about the Right to Decide program. Have you heard about this program? This is a program through Bison Transport. And what it is it allows the drivers to decide when they need to shut down. Very important this time of year. And of course, their drivers use it a lot, which allows them to get the safety bonuses they want. So no questions asked. You just tell them you're shutting down for whatever reason. It could be health related, could be weather related, could be just you're not feeling on your game that day. And they'll let them know, and they will get things done. And their drivers, they promote their drivers using it. They use it themselves as a company. And so you really want to check that out. If you want to put that kind of control in your career, then you want to check out bisondriving.com. Tell them we sent you. All right, so we got lots of stuff coming up on the podcast today. And we're going to start off with some of the new stuff that we've got coming up for both the radio and the radio and the podcast side. We have our new show starting January 12th. This one's called Chords and Chrome. And this is a new show. It's going to be Monday nights at 7 o'clock. It's going to be an hour show. It's going to be a mix of all our other shows on the radio side put together. So our interview show, our trivia game, our not our road show, but our in the studio interviews. We're going to have some music in there. We'll be doing some of our cool feature truck, that kind of stuff. It's going to be a mixture of a show. Think of a little entertainment show. It's going to be trucking and music related. We'll be featuring our indie artists as the music there. Some of them will be actually guests on the show. Others may be truckers on the show. But we'd love to have a mix of people on there. So that's going to be Monday nights at 7 o'clock. And then that will be our flagship show, which you can listen live, and it'll be streaming live at the time on Lead Pedal Radio. And you'll also can see it on the Lead Pedal YouTube channel, Lead Pedal Radio YouTube channel. For that, and that's going to be the signature show for 2026. Our road show, which was the Wednesday afternoon road show, we're going to discontinue that. We're basically changing that. That is moving more to the podcast side, and what we're going to be doing with that is we are going to be going out either on location or through Zoom and talking with different people at our sponsor stuff and asking them questions that you supply. So you guys supply the questions, and then we're going to ask them cite and get you the answers for them right there. So if you got questions about parts, our friends at Chrome Supply Warehouse would be the ones talking about that. If you've got questions about recruitment or something else or driving, then we're going to be talking about, and it's not going to be so much company specific. It's going to be industry specific. So it's going to be four careers around our four modules that we talk about on the podcast a lot, which is careers, business, safety, and cool trucks. And so that's the road show. So you're going to see that happening once or twice a month, and that will be a show that's streamed at the time, and then of course it'll be put on the podcast later. So the podcast is going to change a little bit. It's still going to be the same Monday, Wednesday, Friday episodes. You're going to see maybe the topics change a little bit. We're trying to streamline that a little bit. So the road show is going to be helpful in doing that. So you're going to see the road show, and then the Chords and Chrome show, and then snippets of those or different aspects of those broken up into different topics and podcast episodes throughout. So that's how we're changing it for 2026. We're going to be talking about our featured truck coming up in the next episode as well, what's changing for that. So I'm going to leave that alone, but we're changing the way we do our featured truck contest for 2026. We also are going to be changing some of the things that we're doing as far as our fan club. We haven't got all the details yet, but we are going to be changing how we engage with the fan club and what we do there, and maybe we've been doing draws every month for them. We're going to see how that works. We're probably going to be changing that and changing the way we do that. We'll still be involved with the fan club, and the fan club's still an important part. But we're just changing about. We find there's some people that are more engaged than others, and so we're going to see what we can do to make that more fun for everybody. Because it gets to be where it's kind of stale for some people. So we're going to see how that works down the road. We're expanding our preferred artist program, which is a program we have on Lead Pedal Radio, where right now we have 12 artists that we do a feature every month. We're expanding that to 24. And you're probably going to see a preferred artist, so you'll have an artist of the week going forward in 2026 is what our plan is. So that's where things are headed for 2026 on the radio and the podcast side. We've got to say a big shout out to we've got a new sponsor on there, Harnois Energy. They're out of Quebec, but they are the ones that are taking over the Woodstock truck stop. So if you remember the old Woodstock truck stop at exit 230 on the 401, that is being revised and reopened in 2026. Harnois Energy has come on with us for a couple months to help promote that opening, and you'll be finding more details out about that for sure. So check them out at harnoisenergy.com is where you can find that information as well. And we're looking forward to a great 2026. Our sponsors have all stayed with us. All of our spots are full at the current time, but we are always open to entertaining new sponsorships. So a big thank you to everybody who's supported the program and supported all the stuff that we're doing. We really appreciate you staying on. When we come back, we're going to tell you a little bit about some of the events that we've got coming up on 2026.
By far my favorite station.
You're the best. Oh, yeah.
I love you guys.
Thanks for listening. Be sure to share the podcast on your favorite social media channels.
All right, so let's get into some of the events we got coming up. Before we do that, let's tell you about a place you need to call right now because it is that season, and that's tax season, and you got to call RS2000 Tax Services. We use them ourselves. You got to use these guys. They're the best. Check them out at rs2000tax.com, and they can set you up. They come to you, and they will set you up so you know exactly what's going on for 2026 and your taxes for 2025, and they can also look back and help you maybe with that as well. All right, let's get into some of the events we got coming up. We don't have firm dates for all the events, so I'm just going to kind of read off some of the highlighted events that we're going to be at and some of the ones we know about. The actual dates will be in our event calendar, which you can find the event calendar each month as well. I guess probably in March you got the Woman with Drive event that's put on by Trucking HR Canada, truckinghr.com. PMTC has their Driven to Lead program. The Mid-America Show will be happening in Louisville, Kentucky. Go to truckingshow.com for the latest dates for that. The Hamilton Niagara Fleet Safety Council is having their spring seminar. That's going to be in April this year. You can go to fleetsafetycouncil.com to learn about that one as well. TTSAO is having their annual conference for the training industry in Ontario. That's going to be in April. You can go to ttsao.com for that. Truck World is happening in April as well in Toronto. We are going to be doing the it's called The Garage. I'm going to be hosting that while at Truck World, so come and check us out at Truck World for sure. That's happening in Toronto in 2026. The National Recruiting and Retention Symposium is having their next conference in 2026 as well. The Large Cars and Guitars, Tony Justice is having his event in Bristol, Tennessee. Again, so you can go to largecarsguitars.com. Woodstock Truck Show is going to be happening at the end of May again at woodstocktruckshow.ca. That's going to be in Burford, Ontario again. That was really a great one for sure. The Great Canadian Truck Show is going to be having theirs. They are back to July, I believe. So look for them in July at the Grand Bend Motorplex for sure. PMTC is having their annual conference in Niagara Falls again this year. That's going to be happening in June, so go to pmtc.ca for that. Clifford Truck Show is going to be at the end, usually at Canada Day weekend. Check them out at GreatLakesTruckClub.com. You've got, Big Rig Nationals will be happening August 15th, or August in 2026. I'm not saying the dates because I've got to get some of these confirmed before we do that. Special Olympics will be again in September in Paris, Ontario for sure, and Bridging the Barrier East in Mississauga, Ontario at Women's Trekking Federation of Canada. PMTC Calgary is going to be in October, and it's going to be PMTC the PTAC conference, sorry, not PMTC, PTAC conference is going to be in Saskatchewan this year, I believe. So go to ptac.ca to learn about that. And then the Fleet Safety Council's having their conference at the end of October again for 2026. So those are the ones I have confirmed that they are going on for 2026. I'll be putting up the dates on our calendar so that you can check them out as well. But you want to make sure you get to those, and you can click right through, and it's going to be a great time for everybody. So we hope to see you at those events. We'll be at many of those, so come by and say hello for sure. All right, hey, before we go, let me tell you a little bit about Ontario Truck Driving School. If you're looking to get a career started for 2026, that's where you need to go. They've got some great stuff happening, and they have 9 locations throughout the province of Ontario, so go to otds.com to learn all about that for sure. All right, my friends, we will see you later. Subscribe on whatever platform you're on. All the best for the holiday season, and thanks for sticking with us, and we look forward to being part of your journey in 2026.
This has been another episode of the Lead Pedal Podcast. For more information or to subscribe to the podcast, visit theleadpedalpodcast.com, and be sure to follow the podcast on Facebook and Twitter.